Hey there, happy Friday. Here to do some coloring, and I guess I probably should do well, do an unboxing because I did, so to speak, unpackaging because I received um, what I was waiting for. Da, da, da. Okay. So I've been working more on this page in Kaleidomorphia. I was working on it kind of when I got home, and then I took a nap because I was really tired. I was like falling asleep at my desk, and it was like, I don't know, 2 o'clock or something like that in the afternoon. So it was like, I finally says, at 3, I finally says, just go lie down, take a nap. You are tired, take a nap. And I was kind of surprised I was sleepy because I took allergy medicine today, including a decongestant this morning. So I was kind of surprised that was still like so sleepy because, decongestants kind of, have you like, hyped up, which is why hockey players always used to take it. But, yeah, I was tired. So I guess I was just tired. So I laid down and I got up at like 6 o'clock. So I'm going to stay on for a little bit, but I kind of want to go to bed at a reasonable time, at least by 10 o'clock, because I have a lot to do tomorrow. I'm actually thinking of trimming my hair tomorrow, which means I got to wash it and blow it out, So um, if I do that, in addition to the other things I got to do, yeah, I need to get up early and get to moving on it. So I guess let me open these up. I don't know why they sent them in 2 separate packages, but they did. Kind of like this one. That's different. What is it? Thursday night football. Oh, okay. New kind of. Okay, I already told y'all what I was getting, but just so you can see, I'm gonna open them up on here. I don't know if I'm gonna play with them tonight or not. But I'm gonna open them up on here. There's one. It's really weird when they deliver them. I actually heard them because it was like while I was taking my nap, and I don't know, they were parked in my vehicle for a long time. I think it was when I had just laid down to take my nap. And they're I don't know what their vehicle was doing, but like, when you hear, I don't even know what the name of it's called. I wonder if their vehicles are like part electric or something. Like if it's like a hybrid vehicle, the Amazon little minivan things, because it was making this weird like kind of wheezing thing like with the engine or whatever, and it was weird. It was weird, and it kept doing it like clicking on and off, and it was doing that like forever. Like I don't know if she just took the driver took the opportunity to do some organizing or something in their vehicle while they were in our driveway, but they were there for forever and I couldn't sleep because I kept hearing that weird wheezing engine thing clicking on and off. I was like, would you go already? And I felt so bad, but in my head I'm thinking, would you go, just leave so I can go to sleep. It was weird. Anyway, finally they did leave. So what's in there? Is something broken? What is that? It looks like maybe one of the pencils chipped or something, and the pieces are in there. I can dissolve them and use them though, so it's not like it's wasted. Okay, so this is set 3, and this is set 1 of the distressed pencils. Sorry for that light. Let's get rid of it. So we'll get rid of that a little bit. There we go. Okay. This is set 1. This is set 3. And I already had set 2. So these are the colors for 1. Pickled raspberry, speckled egg, fired brick, salty ocean, rusty hinge, villainous potion, mustard seed, walnut stain, peeled paint, black soot, salvage patina, picket fence. So this is set 1. How does that look? That's kind of... Yeah, so it's kind of like in their sets. They don't really have... It's not like it's... this one has primary colors. This one has, whatever. This one has... I don't know what you call them. Sorry, my brain is like really has been in overdrive today. So reason I needed my nap. But anyway, yeah, that's not how they do them. This is the set that I already had that prompted me to get the other sets because I used them and it's like, ooh, I think I like these. So this set has Kish Flamingo, Mermaid Lagoon, Barn Door, Spiced Marmalade, Fossilized Amber, Twisted Citron, Cracked Pistachio, Iced Spruce, Prize Ribbon. This is a gorgeous color. Seedless Preserves, Antique Linen, which I've been using a lot of, and Vintage Photo, which I've been using too. Let's kind of see like the colors. So the walnut is like a darker brown. Salty Ocean is more of a blue as opposed to Mermaid Lagoon, which is kind of a greenish. It has like a little bit of green undertone in there. Barn Door is more orangey. Fired Brick is like a deeper red. And I don't see that much difference between Fossilized Amber and Mustard Seed. Although Mustard Seed looks like it might be slightly lighter and Fossilized Amber maybe a bit more gold. Teeny bit, but they look really similar. Okay, so this is set 1. There's a white in there. This is set 2, which I already had. And then set 3 has Tattered Rose, Candied Apple, Crackling Campfire, Wild Honey. That looks like a pretty color. Crushed Olive, Rustic Wilderness. Looks like a very dark green. Peacock Feathers, Tumbled Glass, Faded Jeans, Shaded Lilac. Ooh, lilac. Frayed Burlap. Okay, I like that. And Hickory Smoke. I like that one too. I like the browns. I like to see a lot of browns. Okay, cool. So that's my new addition. That completes my set of these, and they were like $17 each. That's how much I paid for them. So, yeah. So now I have the whole set, and I can like make a plan for that Minotaur page to complete that. Okay, so let's get back to coloring, and I wish my lighting were better, but okay, yeah, that's Minotaur page. So thinking about what to do with the black and whether I should use pencil or use the distressed watercolor pencil on it. I'm not sure. And I'm still trying to, there's ways in which probably I could use the distressed inks or the distressed oxides. But again, because I'm not, I'm going to have to research more with using them. And because I don't really know how to use them, I don't have a plan or know anything about using them on here. I'm sure there's something they could do that I could do with them, but I'm not knowledgeable on it. So I'm working my way there. But I'm gonna watch some more videos and do some research because it seems like mostly people who make cards, card makers use these distressed supplies. So using them in coloring books is not something I've really seen on YouTube, and I'm going to do some deeper searching for them being used that way to see if I can, find some tips. Otherwise, I'm going to use the other videos, the card makers and other people to see, okay, how can I transfer that to, you know, or adapt that to using them in a coloring book. So, okay, so because this is kind of relaxing for me, I'm just going to work on this page. Relaxation is the word of the evening. What is this? Is this a Prismacolor? I can't even tell. What is this? A color. It's a color. That needs to go back in its box. And what happened to the red pencil I had? I'm going to use it. Oh, here it is. Okay. I have to get out my Prismacolor case. So I need to go in and do these parts. I might do that online, the black, and break out those little gravy miniature paint brushes. So I may do that and get those little spots. I was hesitant to start coloring this particular snake because with what I had done, this is like what I did, like, I don't know, yesterday or whatever. And I was kind of like, I don't know if I like that. And then I was rethinking, like, really, I don't even know if I want it red. And then I felt like I was just overthinking it, and I just leave it alone, just do it. Continue with red, let it happen. Let's see what happens. And I can also go over it with some, I could add acrylic pens or markers, gel pens or markers to it. I'm just going to let it come out however it's going to come out. I don't know. Not putting any demands on it because, like, my primary focus is to relax. So it is what it is. I don't want to overthink it. And just seeing color and relaxing are my primary objectives. I ain't trying to do much else. Hoping for a good outcome, but either way, I think I'll learn something, so it's like no stress. I need to color in my other blue page that I started. I think it's in the mandala book, but it's not a mandala. But maybe I actually should start another mandala and do it in all blue. That kind of sounds like a plan. I kind of like that idea. And I can still work on that other page when I'm in the mood. I think because I'm doing that one page with like all of my blues in the budget pencils, I'm hesitant to work on it now because I don't want to have to separate those pencils out again, like this whole, like, organizing. And I don't feel like that's an additional task to sitting down and just coloring, and I don't feel like another task. I just want to chill. So, and I found more of this snake I need to get on this side. So I think I was on after I went to the orthodontist yesterday. Funny thing is, like some things that they said to me didn't click until um, today. It's just kind of funny. It's like, oh, because the wire that was sticking in my, on the left bottom left side, um, it actually was doing that because the bracket broke, and it's like, oh, it's like, well, I must have swallowed the bracket because like I didn't even notice. All I knew was like a week after I left there, all of a sudden that was irritating my cheek. The wire was irritating my cheek, but the bracket broke. So that, well, that makes sense. But because they aren't well, they were telling me, well, and I asked when I was leaving, I was like, well, are you going to replace the bracket? And they're like, no, our focus really is on the other side now and moving things over. The focus is on the right side and how to get my top. I want to say jaw because that's probably how a layperson would think of it. But it's just like my top teeth, my whole rack of top teeth, to shift to. They want it to shift more to the right. Oh, just got my right and left mixed up. But yeah, they want it to shift to the right. So that's their focus. So they didn't put in another bracket. But then I didn't realize, well, I don't need another bracket because actually the first thing they did when I sat down in the chair was they actually cut that wire that was sticking in my cheek. They just cut it, all the excess. So it's not there anymore. And I didn't realize until late this morning at work. It's like, why isn't that bothering me anymore? I was like, oh, they cut it. That's right. They cut it. That's what that was. I don't know what I was thinking. But I think it's because I'm used to them like getting out that appliance to like start pulling the wire out or something. And I don't know, in my brain, I just was kind of associating with that, not with just removing that wire. So yeah, so that's nice. So I should be able to kind of eat better, except that my teeth will be shifting, so that's going to cause some differences as it moves. And that reminds me, I need to put a rubber band in my mouth. I just realized that. 1 second. Okay, did that. Ouch. So it really does feel like we're at a whole different stage now with the braces. We're on the elastic stage. We got pretty much straight. I think up at there's one spot on the right hand side with a tooth that they actually had to turn. It had like, I don't know, it was really weird. I didn't even realize it, but it was like turned around a molar. Like, as if that's not strange, I don't know what is. And so that one has to kind of be aligned a little bit better. So that's probably one thing that they're going to be. I don't know how they're going to do that because it's really weird how it is right now. I can't, um, it's hard to floss it because of how it's positioned now. It's really weird. But, I think it's fully turned, but now I don't know, it's strange. Maybe because it had been turned around for so long that it adapted to that shape, and so now the shape isn't fitting when it's straight. I don't know, but they said that they're not really, actually, when I asked them about putting in that bracket, they said, "Oh, this is well, we're not really focused on that part right now. We're focused on the shifting everything over with your top teeth. So they'll revisit that. So it's kind of nice. That means I won't have to deal with that wire for a while, which is cool. My cheek can heal up, which is good. I'll have to keep gargling with that peroxyl, which is good. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? I can't. It's because this book. We're trying to get it in the right position so you can see. And I go back on October 2nd. So that's less than a month. Because I guess they really want to see, in between then and now, they're going to look at those scans that they did and figure out, how they're going to do what needs to be done. So, I'm going to try my best to keep these rubber bands in 24/7 so they can do what it is that they need to do. Because there are times when I would forget, like, because I have to take them out. I'm supposed to take them out when I eat, and when I brush my teeth, and then sometimes I forget. Like after I eat, I forget to, put it back in, and so I got to be better about getting them back in. I want to have the rubber band on as much as possible. So I wish I had the patience and the vision to color each individual scale whenever there's like a dragon or any kind of scaly creature, but I just don't. I tried it. I actually did it in a color 1, 2, 3 book with a fish, and it looks so cool, but it is exhausting. But maybe someday I will kind of get the ability to do that. stress free, to be able to be meditative about it and just like dot, and just go. I think I'm probably going to go over these scales though with another color just to kind of give it some, I don't know, depth or something, but I may color another one of the snakes first before I do that. I don't know. I'm just going to take it as it comes to me. Very warm today. Very warm. And I looked at the weather like this morning, like at work, and because I was looking, I was like, well, what actually is the temperature now? Because some people were saying, oh my God, it's so hot, it's so hot. And I'm thinking, I thought it was only supposed to be like in the low 70s or something today. And then I looked at my phone, the weather on my phone, AccuWeather, and it said 73 feels like 83. I'm like, where did they do that at? How does that happen? Like, how does it feel 10 degrees hotter than the temperature is? I don't know. Hey, Marsha. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, that's why. And then when I went outside again, it's like, oh my gosh, it is hot. What the heck? And how is it 73 feels like 83? I don't get that. It's like, and I didn't have time to investigate further. Like, how's that happen? It didn't really feel like it was humid, so I didn't understand that. Let's see. I'm doing good. Tired, really tired. I don't know. I don't know if it was the heat or what. Although, like, they did say that it's a high pollen count right now today. They said high pollen, like, and I don't know from what. What is the high pollen from? We're going into fall. That's what it said. So you know what? That might be it. But I would have thought my allergy medicine would have like headed that off in the past. But maybe it's so high that that's just not getting it. I don't know. Hey, Mandy. Hope you're doing well. I think I'm just doing all. Even though I feel like I should have some other colors up in here, I'm still keeping it just red because um, if I wanted a different color, maybe I think I'll just go over it with a gel pen or something. I don't know, or acrylic. I just kind of want them. It's almost like the background. I want them all colored in so I can have a better idea of I don't know what I want or something. And I think I'm gonna do more with these little circle things too. Whether it's to darken the yellow or something, I don't know. We'll see. Just kind of want to deal with it when it speaks to me. Mm. Got another thing to color there. Oh, there's another one here too. Let's see that one. Oops, shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should use gel pen on these. I'm tempted to just get out my mini paintbrushes and start doing those spots. How many more do I have? Two other ones. This one and then the one with these things on there. And I still need to do this part. Thinking about color. I think maybe let me get some water. Rain water. Water. This is how much water I can handle having on my desk. No more. Because if it spills, it's not going to cause a disaster. Let's see, where did you just put those? I just had them. Oh, I need to get my chair closer. This fucking rug is weird. So weird. Ugh. And so I'm going to use these, which I saw them and I was like, ooh, that is useful. Oh, I forgot it comes in this cute little thing. But I love the design on the box so much that I'll probably just keep putting them in the box. The nice little sizes, very tiny, just what I need right now. So which one do I want to use? Let's try the 0. I'm actually going to keep these things because it might help them keep the shape. Okay. No. Yeah. 4 a.m.'s early. I don't have to get up that early tomorrow, but I'm not sleeping in. because I have a lot to do tomorrow. Ooh, too much water on it. That's how it got funny down at the bottom here, was I had too much water in the brush. So I have to go over that part again. I think it just feels good to be pushing around paint. I miss pushing around paint with a brush. There's something about how that feels for me that I just really enjoy. Yes, using Prismacolors, Prisma pencils. Okay, there's one spot. So small enough to get this guy. Need my glasses. Where are my glasses? Here's a pair. I'll use these. Probably should use an even smaller brush for this one. Let's see how close we can get. Oh, there's more than I thought in this spot. Oops. I kind of had a thought with. You're missing seven? Seven of the colors? Wow. Ah, yeah. These definitely do the trick. I like that they have this little flat part where you can put your, the way it is, you can really, you know, okay, I think I need a, really do probably need a smaller one for this, that spot. I'm just going to clean up some of this. Hope the like blend's okay. Hmm. This bad, I don't know what to do with that. Do we want to deal with this? We'll deal with it at least a little bit, I guess. Did I go? I can't tell. I can't tell what I just did. I didn't go over them. Hopefully they got it. Ooh, what's that on? Come up there. Yeah, I find the colors are kind of an interesting in between. In between soft and hard. Now, probably what I should have done, but like, I wasn't thinking that then, is to actually line these first and then, um, like to do all the outlining of these objects with this and then, um, I don't know. I really don't know. They are like they feel like kind of waxy, but I don't know. I haven't used mine in a while, so except for certain ones, like, and I didn't really notice because it just happened to be on my desk and I used it. But yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think about that more. Like what other pencil they're similar to. Okay, I think I like this look of this guy better now. Doesn't look so weirdo kind of. Okay, let's see this one. Oops. Oops. It'll be alright. You can blend that guy. I might need to use start using a smaller one than this. Hey, Bubbles! I'm using those the miniature brushes that like when you were looking at that gouache, and then I was looking too because you were talking about them, and I was like, ooh. Um, and I was gonna suggest these to you, and then eventually, like, I showed them to you. Yeah, that's what I'm using, and I really like this feature. Helps you, like, you can use it like a pencil. So I would imagine these would be really good when using watercolor, which is kind of the reason I got them, actually, to kind of set myself up for success with using watercolors. They're helping me here. Touch up these edges, and just like, when I know I should sharpen a pencil, I really feel like I should probably change my brush, use another one, but like I'm still pressing the issue with this one until I do something that's like, oops, and then I'll be like, okay, let's change it now. I think I am gonna actually. I gotta stop buying. Yeah, I gotta stop buying and start using. Rethink, think of everything I have in terms of the supplies I have now, and use that. I got my I received my other distressed watercolor pencils today. So I had set 2, and then so now I have set 3 and 1. So I'm good to go with that. That's all they got. And so I work on my Minotaur page with these, learn how to use those. 30 Days of Creativity by Johanna Basford. Oh, cool. I need another. Excuse me. What would happen if I put this right back on? I wonder if that will keep the. It might not be that tight, but it does protect it. Okay. But for now, I'm going to leave it on there. Ooh. Yeah, probably to go with the one that you really love, even if it means you get less of them. That might be the way to go. For real, for real. Of the Holbeins. That's what I'm talking about. The gouache. I'm glad I got these. These brushes could actually make me want to paint tiny because they feel good in the hand. just feels nice to be pushing paint around. I love pushing paint with a brush. There's something about it. It just feels good. Well, you know what, Mandy? You know how I learned how to write cursive when I was little? Um, I used to trace over because my sister is 5 years older than me. So like when she was like 10 or 10, I was 5, and so on. And I used to take her papers, her graded papers, turn them over because her teacher used to have them write on one side only. And so I would turn her papers over to the opposite side and trace her writing. So I say that because if you want to learn how to draw like Johanna, maybe to trace over her drawings, to just do that on the regular and kind of like from your brain getting used to making those kind of lines or whatever, you will probably start to draw like her. It'll come out naturally. Combination of that, and then at some point to just start sketching yourself at a certain point, and you'll probably start drawing like her. Yes, I do like. That's a lot of what I've been thinking about. Is like how the, like there's something about the lines, about the illustration, the way it is, that makes me want to color it. And yeah, there's something with Johanna Basford's, the way she illustrates, that makes me want to color it. Oh, really? Get the book. This always reminds me when I was little, they used to have those commercials for the art schools, and they'd send you some bogus test, I think, like, can you draw this? They'd give me an image and, like, can you draw this? And I don't know. But I mean, I guess some people really went to the schools. I think some people really did something and became something of it, but I think in part, it was almost like a scam, but a scam that I think worked for some people who, like, did it. I'll have to investigate that more. I don't know what happened with that. Used to see advertisements for it in comic books and everything. Yep, got a sketchbook in practice. You can't help but get better the more you sketch. It's just like anything. The more you do it, the better you get at it. Oh, is that Snake? That's Snake. I missed the spot. Okay. Here we go. Let's do little toucans and speaking of sketching, I didn't do any the past couple days. I need to do that. It's one thing I have to make sure I do this weekend. Oh, okay, you do have both of her drawing books. Hmm, dot dot. Where's that? Where's the tip? Where's the tip? How close we can get? Is it his wing or is that? I can't even tell. Maybe it's just. Well, like I learned when I took a drawing class in college, anybody can draw. It's all about observation. It's all about observation. I saw kids who couldn't draw, never really had drawn anything, um, draw in that class because it's all about observation. You don't draw like if you draw from like what you see in front of you, which is a way to practice drawing. Actually, I think it's a good way. It's a good way to train your brain and whatever else is involved in drawing to just draw what you see. Hone in on that object and just look at that object. Don't draw what you think it is. Draw what you see. You're focused on the lines and the shape of the lines to create the object. Don't look at the apple and say, well, I'm going to draw an apple. Look at the apple and say, I'm going to draw what I see. And you'll be amazed what comes out of you. What comes out of you is always better than if you said, I'm going to draw an apple. And, that's an apple, so I'm going to draw that apple. That gives you a result that usually isn't as good as if you just said, I'm going to draw that object. I'm going to draw it as I see it. I'm going to draw the lines as I see it. And disassociate yourself from what you think it should look like. You connect with what it is you're actually seeing. And when I learned that, that blew my mind. It blew my mind what came out of me. Okay, I'm going a little hog wild with this. Oops, you can't see what I'm doing, can you? Wow. This is a weird spot. I gotta kind of. Where you can see, where am I? Where am I? Yeah, I don't think you can see where I'm painting. I can't get it to where. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, as many as are on the plane. Ha 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 ha. Snakes on a plane. No, there's one, two. We got the one with the stripes. This one, two, three, and four. I wonder, is that? Let me do pencil on that. I don't know. Oh, get in there. Dot, dot, dot. Okay, now I'm just being sloppy. Let's stop that. One thing that's good about this is it's getting me to use acrylic paint, because maybe I'll actually I could actually start doing some small paintings with acrylic instead of being an oil paint snob. I don't think I could comfortably work with oil small just because of setup and smell and things like that, but I might be able to work with acrylic small. It might be doable for me. I don't know. I'm not even sure. I'm still trying to figure that out, or I don't know. I'm gonna let them tell me what color they want to be. Yeah. See, I need any method that will help, contain mess is like kind of where I'm at right now. I can't be, wilding out with stuff that's uber messy and all over the place. Another season, maybe in the future, but not at the moment. Kind of thinking like with I don't know, like when Dee Dee was showing those she was doing like the creative scrapbook things, and making those books um out of, reused materials, like reusing, magazines and all kinds of things. I've been thinking about that. doing something like that. I have to go back and watch some other of her videos. And I miss her now because I'm working on Monday mornings now, so I miss her live. But I'm gonna go back and like watch some of her other lives at some point. Just look at that process and things because I want something that's almost like it's like just a simple daily practice of making art, but it's like not any heavy duty endeavor. It's just one day you pull out this and you just do whatever. I don't know. It keeps your head in that mindset and it's relaxing, and then you go and you look back and you're like, oh wow, this thing's pretty cool. And I don't know. And then you have like a year's worth of things that you did that way that are kind of, I don't know, fun to look at, and maybe even fun to take it out and post it on a wall or something. Oh really? Oh cool. Maybe I'll watch that tomorrow while I do some work stuff. Yeah, it's kind of a drag that I'm gone when she's on. But I think starting in January, I'm going to be working Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's the plan, at least. I hope they don't change it. It's been a long time since I've had Tuesdays and Thursdays. That gives me an extra day in the week, which is nice, and it also kind of, I don't know, gives you a longer weekend. So then I'll be able to watch Dee Dee. Yeah, that reminds me. That woman that led me to something where this woman was making paper. Some other person, not Dee Dee. I have a video and I think I saved it I think I saved it in Coloring Ideas or something, where she was making paper by using a magazine article, not a magazine article, but a page from a magazine, and oil, cooking oil. Sure, you can. And I just was amazed. I was like, oh my gosh, that's like, you know, it just amazed me. It amazed me. Of course, art really is just, I don't know, it is chemistry, but it just really was crazy. Crumbling up the paper in certain ways and oiling it. And it turned into this really beautiful, almost cloth like paper with all these beautiful colors in it. Because they were the colors that were from the magazine page. I just was like wow, the possibilities of that. I don't even know, like, how does that work? Like, because I don't even know how to, like, I don't even know how to share my wish. I don't share my wish list because it's such a hot mess. But the way I throw things in there are just kind of weird. I throw things in there when I think, that's interesting, or that's a possibility, maybe something in the future, but it's not necessarily like something that I desperately want. If it's something I desperately want, it goes in my cart. So, I don't know. Just kind of. Oh, cool. Coffee died? Wow. See, those kinds of things I find amazing. Like, I want to try doing some things like that. I definitely got the magazines for it. Okay, now I'm getting messy with this one. I need to be a little more attentive. I'm gonna be cleaning up those edges. Okay, we need to be closer to this guy because she's up into trouble. So I almost did a simulcast kind of thingy with my Instagram, but I guess you have to like that with Restream. Doing that with Instagram is different than doing it like with Twitch and Facebook. So I have to investigate that. Unless I decide to get a Twitch account, or maybe I do have a Twitch account, but I just don't remember what it is. I don't know why I want to do that, but one reason why I want to do it on Instagram is because there are people I am like friends with on Instagram. I don't know are are sub to this channel, and we might want to watch. But then I think about it's like, well, I don't want anybody watching me. I'm weird. Like I said, I'm the one like I don't want to be seen, and my husband wants to be seen. I just want to like be in the background, and he wants to be up front. I've never really liked getting, you know, I've always liked doing and accomplishing things, but I don't like um, attention, which is kind of weird, I guess. But the problem is, a lot of the things that I'm good at um, kind of do either require attention or that brings attention to you. So it's like, so it's kind of been um, my personal little, I don't know if you call it struggle, not really struggle, but just something I've always had to kind of negotiate. Okay. Yeah, seems like that happens. The opposites. Child, fine motor skills. But these brushes, definitely, I recommend. This is not, it's pretty easy with these. I don't think I ever would have seen myself doing this in a coloring book a year ago. Ooh, that was kind of messy. I need like a toothpick. Let's do that a little bit. Pull that in. I don't know what I did there, but I'm going to cover it up with, I'll cover it up with pencil or something when I do it. It's not a total disaster. I may actually extend the image a little bit just because I can. Because I can. Let's see. Ooh! I guess it wanted to move. Okay. I don't know. I could, now that I look at it now, from this way, I think I could actually like finish it off. Just couldn't see it that well from that side. Okay. Okay. Now I can see it better. Couldn't tell exactly where the image was because I colored it a pale color. Okay. We got it now. We got it. What's the A button? Mm. And let's see. This morning, speaking of signs and sky, the zodiac, this morning the sun was huge and bright red orange. It was gorgeous. I left the house like around 7, and it was just absolutely like unreal gorgeous. I don't know why it looks like that. Kind of need to investigate that too. Inquiring minds want to know, but it was gorgeous. And I started thinking of that saying, Land of the Rising Sun. And they talk about, who is that? Is that Japan? And like their flag with the red sun. I thought of that. Do we have one side? Okay, here we go. This thing. Yeah, this is the one I know I'm going to have to do this tongue in gel pen because I went over it with the black when I was painting the first time. But that's an easy recovery. Okay, let's snake over there. We got this whole thing. I think I don't feel like doing that part yet. I want to do, for some reason, I want to do all the teeny tiny parts. It seems kind of odd, especially for me, but when we got that feeling, let's go with it. It doesn't always, it ain't always here. I might need to take a break from this page after tonight just to come back with fresh eyes, because I don't know what color, where to go from here as far as the colors of the snakes and things. So um, when I feel that way, rather than push it, I like to just step away, which I kind of think is one reason why we wind up with whips. And I don't think whips are a bad thing. So I'm not going to feel embarrassed, or I don't feel embarrassed about my whips. Okay, yeah, with your early morning. Have a good sleep. Best to you. Good night. Okay. Here we go. Wow. What are we doing here? Okay. All little spaces. I really do like how the Prismacolors feel in here. How they work on this paper and these Kerby books. I'm sold. All these simple things that you just don't, it's always something you don't find out when you first start coloring. There's so many things that you just don't know and are aware of. For me, that was one. But like, I think when I got my first Kerby book, I didn't know what a Prismacolor was. I didn't know what a premium color pencil was. I had no, you know, at that point, like to me, colored pencil was a colored pencil. I didn't know. I don't even know if I'd ever used a colored pencil in my life until um, this adult coloring thing. Use crayons, but not pencils. And for the longest time, I resisted. Well, I didn't know what I started learning of other pencils people were using, but it didn't really mean anything to me because I didn't, I didn't. I thought most of the difference between what I colored and other people were coloring was skill. That I didn't really have, I didn't have their skills. But now I realize part of it is the pencil. The pencil makes a difference. The pencil and the paper. I did not know how much of a difference that made. Now I know. I had an epiphany. But I also would think I didn't have that epiphany until I needed it. I didn't get that knowledge until I needed it. And I learned stuff using the pencils that I had. And I do have some pages that I really like using the pencils that I had. So, but now I know. And I feel like now that I know this, have this thing, like using the primer things, now I want to go back to like some of my favorite books, those color 1, 2, 3 books. I love those books. I really do. I love the illustrations in them and everything. And I want to try going to those books and um, like putting primer down on them and using different mediums in them. I love those freaking books. I do. And I like that you can take them out and like frame them if you want. But I don't think I've colored one yet that I think is worthy of framing. So I guess I want to do that. I want to color some that are worthy of framing. Yeah, you too, Marsha. Yep. Ooh, learning curve. Let me look. I don't remember what the. Where are they? Oh no, not that. Hmm. Okay, trying to type when I can't really see my keyboard. There we go. Um, please show up. Okay, there we go. Okay, they're actually called color and frame. Simple 1, 2, 3 color and frame. I got the name wrong, but yeah. And I guess they go by color and frame. That's the name they go by. Child, and now I search for them, and now I see all these. It's like I don't have that one. I don't have that one. I don't have that one. I need a jumbo. It has all of them in it. And they're spiral bound. They're spiral bound and they're perforated, um, which is nice. I think I like that. I think I also kind of like that their images are kind of like almost kind of abstract in a way, and I like that. Hmm. My times are 9:16. Okay, I got like 45 minutes. I try and get to bed by 10, so I can get up at a reasonably early time tomorrow. Because I think I'm actually going to trim my hair. My hair's acting like kind of starting to act weird, like it usually does in the change of seasons, and like usually when it needs to be trimmed. So I guess that's what I'm doing tomorrow. One of the things I'm doing tomorrow. Oops. Okay, now I'm seeing I think I need to have toothpicks on hand when I do this. So I can like do a quick cleanup of spots. I think I did other pages with, I don't know if it was acrylic paint. It was like the craft paint, but it was very, I don't know. It was different. Didn't seem to be as, I don't know, like as, for lack of a better word, plasticky. Like, there's something about this paint that just seems better consistency and better, like it doesn't feel chalky when it dries. Whereas the other one I used, which is kind of like a craft paint, it felt, I don't know, I didn't like how it felt when I used it after it dried. So I guess that's something else I gotta learn. I got a lot left to learn. So something I was thinking about doing as I've been using these acrylics is like, what would it be like to actually like to create texture with acrylic paints in a coloring book? And I know like with painting, there's certain kind of things you can put on the surface so that it's kind of rough or impasto or whatever. So I thought about that, doing a coloring page where the surface of objects or the background are like that real kind of, textury. That would be interesting. So that might be a long term investigation. It might strike me at some point. Okay, we're going there. Okay, Bubbles. I feel like I want something to um, drink or something, but just drink water. I need more water. Take a gummy vitamin and drink water. I'm feeling like I want chocolate, but I don't know. I need to go find some good chocolate. We have a place here in my city that's good for that. They make chocolate. Craving some good dark chocolate, but then it has to be small enough so I don't break a bracket. Because they sell it like in chunks. Let's see. Don't you do it. There we go. Trying to push the paint in the right direction. I'm also trying not to have too much. Oof, that's a lot of paint. It's too much paint. I'm trying to think if I was as tired as I was today, if that was how I was last Friday. It might have been. It might be how my Fridays are. So it might be that Fridays will be my regular day for coming on because there's not really, I don't really want to do work when I get home on Friday because, like, you know, it just doesn't, like, anything I would try to do probably wouldn't come out right because I'm tired. So, what to do when that happens? Color. And I really probably do need to rest and do something relaxing. So, working around the house, not the thing to do either when I get home because I probably won't do that right either. So, Fridays maybe become my regular, like, night. Maybe, like, take a nap when I get home. Just do that automatically, instead of fighting it for a few hours. Take a nap and then come on at night, like this time I did tonight. So that might be my regular. That might be one regular that I can just start doing because it seems to be a pattern for me to feel like not being able to do or not feeling I should do anything else. It's not really like useful. There's nothing useful I can do when I'm, so maybe the useful thing is to come on and color. I shouldn't do that to this brush. Go backward like that. Mess it up. And so next time I do a background with this, I'm going to try doing it first, and then so then I can color the objects that are like do that what I'm doing now. Do that first, and then do the color paint the rest of it. Um, that's going to try next time. Because I'm not sure like how this is blending exactly, and so. Yeah, yeah, too much paint. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not. That's something that I have to learn. I'm like um holding off for some reason because I yeah, I gotta watch people use them more and see like how they work them and think about how that would work for me because I've resisted like getting them because it's like I don't think I'm gonna I don't know, it just doesn't feel like time for me yet, and I don't know, and I gotta use what I have. I don't know why I go this weird process of going around using stuff, but I look at them, look at them, look at them, look at them, and watch people do it, watch people do it, and then finally there's one day where I decide, okay, it's time. I'm gonna go there, but it's like I don't go there until I feel it, until it feels right. Just like I had my Prismacolors, I had my Chromaflows, I had the Polychromos for a long time before I even opened them. Because I was like, not until I feel like I'm ready for it. My skill level is where I want, where it feels like it should be. I don't even know if I even think that. Well, I think I do probably think that at least in part. Waiting until my skill level is up to it, and I have a better idea of how they're used and how to use them. Yeah, I feel like otherwise it's like putting a hammer in a baby's hand. They don't know what they're doing with that. They don't know how to build anything. They're just gonna fuck things up. Excuse my language. But it's about how I feel about me and like um a new coloring tool. If I don't have the skill level yet, I'm just gonna F things up, and I don't want to do that. So wait until you have the skill level, and then approach it. And I don't think I don't, at least I don't have the understanding yet of the neo colors. So I've been looking though. I look and think about it. I look and think. Look and think. Look and think. Do this one, but you know what? We didn't really spread that out. We probably should have. Shoot, I got too much paint on here. Need to, oh shoot, it's hard now. Man, that's what I get. I should have. Shoot, let me out. Start at the top. Start at the top. It's like when Bubbles was looking at the gouaches, and I was like, ooh. And I was tempted, but I didn't do it. So they're in I saved them in my wish list, and just waiting for, my skill level, my understanding of them. Um, yeah. And also, I need to use my regular watercolor palettes first. So, I didn't. Let's go over. No, it doesn't say. It just looks weird. Right? He's got his mouth closed. No tongue sticking out there. So the gouaches, the Neocolor 2s. What else have I is on my back burner thinking shelf? Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like, I'm still like, I keep feeling like I'm close to using them. I'm close to using them. I just have to find the right thing to use them in. And so kind of just, I'm close. I'm close to breaking out with them. That's one reason why I got these brushes, actually. Um, I just want it to be in the right thing. Or what, I guess, what feels right to me, basically. I don't know. Maybe too much water in this. Shit. Wow, that's a lot. I didn't want that much. Ooh, it's harder on this edge. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. We saved that. Maybe I'm not either. I'm like super cautious. It's just when I decide that, okay, I want to do something different, but then, uh, or I'll think, oh, I'm tired of just using colored pencils, or I want to do something just a little different. Like when I decided I needed, well, it usually comes by like the feeling like, like necessity. When I started thinking, like I'm tired of all these white backgrounds, I got to do something different, but I don't know what to do. And so I started investigating and watching other people, asking other people, and I don't know what I'm doing here. That's looking a little wild and crazy. So I guess for me, like the new stuff comes out of wanting to get a different, wanting to get a result different from what I've had before that, you know? Okay, we did that pretty good. Somehow. How much of a mess am I making on this paint container? But I really want to be done buying supplies for a while, a long while, because I think I have enough here to learn with and to use. The only other thing I would say is just replacement pencils for the ones I use up a lot. Okay, that's kind of messy. I could have done that better. This is kind of gooky. I need to clean this better. Oh, knew that was going to happen. I don't know why I kept pushing it. This one's getting a workout. What size is this? One, two, three, uh, 5 zeros size. And that's good. Contentment is good. And that's where I kind of try to, balance it. Like, um, that, and I almost feel sometimes like when I know like a lot of times unboxing videos get like a lot of views, but I don't want to be enabling folks, but I do want to show people like what I have and like why I got it. But sometimes I feel like it's a one upping thing or whatever. with like, oh, I got this new book, oh, I got that, or I got whatever. And it's like, uh, if you have it to use, cool, but I guess, I don't know. Then there are some channels where, like, they're monetized and they're making money off of that. So I guess I could see why. Why? I can see why they're doing it. Um, but I don't know. I just want to use what I have. I really do. I shouldn't be getting any other books either. And the one book I know I'm getting, well, I hope I'm getting it. I paid for it. Is the Kerby book in March. But I think right now I have enough books to keep me busy for a long time. And I need to stay in those. So, because they're not to collect, they're to color. Don't have them to collect, I have them to color. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think this. That was a little dicey, that one. Yeah, this is getting kind of tired of being loaded with paint and water. You can see. Can't see where was I just now? Why can't you see? Oh, there it is. You find what you like to color and color in it. That took something too for me to find what I liked coloring in. That took a while to discover. Watching and watching other videos kind of helps with that. But then sometimes you don't know until you actually start, until you're actually coloring in it yourself. Switch. Oh, I need to turn this upside down. I really do. Oh, see, I knew I needed to do that. Didn't follow my mind. And that's what happens. You don't follow your mind. Let's see. I like coloring abstract things. I like coloring things that are like kind of not realistic. Um so fantasy kind of things. I don't really like coloring things that look real. Like, not in terms of this. This kind of real I don't mind. Um it is also kind of abstract too though. But I don't like coloring like a real life scene or something like that. Nah, I don't like that so much. Like I have some of those um, Dover books, the Creative Haven, that have like the country season, like that. Sometimes I like coloring those, like the ones that have all the objects in an area or something like that. Um, but the scene ones I don't really like, with the sun, the gate, and all that kind of stuff. I'm not too much into that. It's almost like it's trying to be too realistic, and I don't really like that. Um, I I do like flowers, but it depends. You know, sometimes I'm like flowered out, and sometimes I'm into coloring them. Um, I love coloring mushrooms. I love coloring those like kind of gnome houses, fantasy houses, or whatever. I love coloring them things. Um, yeah, I guess that's kind of the main things. I don't know how much of that I've been coloring lately, though, now that I say that, but I have been trying to expand what I color, and I haven't really done anything abstract in a long time, I think. Um, let's get this little spot. Kind of get a little blob there, but it kind of works. So it's a little cloud. I do feel like I need something to drink. We should have some good chocolate milk. That would be good. I'd make some, but I don't know. There's something, the Hershey's chocolate syrup that I have, like, it doesn't taste right. I don't know. And I heard something about the sourcing of cocoa, like because of um, the climate issues, and some natural disasters, that sourcing cocoa is a little difficult. Has been difficult for the past, I don't know, year, and they were saying that was going to trickle down to products that contain cocoa, and I think it trickled down to that Hershey's chocolate syrup because it doesn't taste like it used to. Much to my dismay. Kind of might be time for me to reassess what do I like to color, because um, hmm, I like coloring mushrooms though. That's just always there. I love coloring mushrooms. Period. I don't know why. I do. Whew, made it through this one. That was kind of. I really need some more paint on this. It's like too watery looking. Definitely time to really just clean the brush. It's at that moment where it's like, oh, I've had too much paint on me. I can't anymore. Trees? Cool. So, what book do you have that has your favorite trees in it? Or what illustrator? Good job, this thing is loaded up. Let's get rid of that paint. Oh, cool. Yeah, I kind of was thinking like I kind of wanted to do this summer. I was hoping to be able to like venture out and like try and do a still life with pencils, like just to do like some fruit. And I didn't get to do that, but that's something I was thinking about, especially like using the. I was thinking using the Prismacolors because of how they. The thing that sometimes irritates people about them, I think actually would make them work good for, doing, that kind of color pencil drawing. Child, what am I doing to this thing? I really need to put this brush to rest. It's telling me it's had enough, and I'm still pushing it. I can't believe how much I want some chocolate. I really want some chocolate. Which reminds me, I probably need to go to Walmart tomorrow, too. Arg. Okay, brush just a little bit more. Just give me a little bit more. She does have nice trees. She does. And like now that you think about it, any those designs with all the how they do the trees with all those kind of curvy lines in the trunks and things. I do like coloring those. And I like coloring Hannah Carlson's hair, the hair she draws. Actually, I like Hannah Carlson's images and her faces. I really like them a lot. I do enjoy coloring those. I actually have a Maria Troll page. I actually have the book right up at the on the left side of me that I want to spray with workable fixative because I want to finish that page, and it's a page that has like flowers and I think butterflies in it. Yeah, I do like her trees. What the heck was that? Pulled out a whole piece of who knows, paper or something out of that crease. I think she's actually kind of similar to um Maria Troll, except I find it's like Hannah's backgrounds. That's what I like messed up. Like trying to put in a background in there, like um, I really screwed up the page really bad. Um, like that, and now it's like I want another book because that one, ooh. But some of the other pages that are in there, like I like how I did them or whatever. But that one page, I just can't. I can't. I'm trying to make peace with it because I was experimenting. I was trying. That was when I was trying to learn how to do backgrounds. I'm still trying to learn how to do backgrounds. Yeah, the gems. And you know what? That is a good one to like practice gems on. And I don't really know how to do gems, but that's a good one to practice that on. That's a thought. That is a thought. But what I won't be doing is using Prismacolors in that book. But yeah, because that traumatized me. I'm still traumatized from that experience. But now that I got like the chromaflows and the polychromos and the Karen Dash, I'm gonna try those in that book. And then you know what, like you said, the gems. I need to like kind of get serious about trying to do the gems. I love those faces. I love her faces. I don't know why they always have those noses, but yeah, I like her faces. Been trying not to go to a new, well, to stay in the Hannah books that I have and not start coloring in the new one that I haven't colored in yet. I want to finish the ones I have before I start a new one. So there's a thought. It's something I can do. I have to figure out how I'm going to approach them, and I can use my polychromos pencils. Oops, look what I just did. Wow. Just went right over it. We'll call it shading. Okay, where else? That one. Do we dare? Do we dare? Do we dare? I really am pushing it. I think in my head I want to get as much of this done as possible tonight, because then it can dry and I can turn the page and do something else in the book. If I choose to. It's tempting fate. I'm not going to get all this done tonight, and that's okay. I'm surprised I got the black background in so fast. Like I was determined the other night. Once Marcia, you said yeah, black matte. I was like, oh, okay, here we go. When I signed off, I just like got right to it. Ooh, that's all sticking up and everything. We can't make that smaller. What else do we have up in here? Definitely glad I got these paintbrushes. Tried to do a little of this with my other brushes and it was like, nope. So that's why I decided I was going to need to break out with these and use them, well, pretty much for purpose intended, although originally it was just supposed to be for Lord have mercy, can I stop doing that? It's supposed to be for the watercolors, but it was for fine, these little mini things. And these are mini things. Oh my gosh. Really? See what I mean? I am just tempting fate. I can't tell if it's playing or not. Okay. Where we at? Where we at? Do we have all of this side at least? Over there. I think we do. I think we do. That's good. Okay, so like from here and over, then this big space in here, big space in there. I might be able to do this cloud on top. Is there anything else in the middle? Oh, look at this spot. I don't even know. I don't understand that space. But this spot is definitely background. Well, that's a big old blob. Talk about impasto. Impasto unintended. Yep, so just this guy up here. It's in the crack. Do I actually need more paint on here? How could that be? Oh, I forgot about. Where's the yeah, there's paint here where we put all that big blob. Where do we use that? Can you look in that's it. Looks okay. Anything else I can use the rest of this on? That one. Crease in a page. Anything else? Need just a little bit that I can dump this off on. I don't think so. Wow, okay. Now I can put it here in the crack. How about that? So I think that's going to be it. We'll do the other side another time. But we got our edging on there. I can take a look at it and looks like that needs a little more up there, but I need a broader brush for that. You can see there. Okay. Yay! That black really does do something to it. Like even putting in the I haven't been lately, but I think I'm gonna start doing it again. I haven't posted on Instagram in a long time, but I think I'm gonna start because I think I'm gonna try and start showing both here and there since I do have so much of my coloring stuff on there already, like from a long time ago. I think I'm gonna do that. So yeah. Am I? Did I just have that open? My name on Instagram is that. Yeah, it does. It does. Because even this one, I was feeling like I don't even know if I wanted that color. Um, I may still not want it that color, but it does make it look better now that it's lined. It looks a lot better to me. So I think I needed to do that tonight. Okie doke. So that's it for me tonight. I don't know why everything is just crooked and like you can see my all the other crap on my desk. But that's it for me tonight. It was nice spending time with y'all and having y'all spend time with me. So I hope you have a good rest of your evening. Take care. Bye bye, Marsha. Bye, Bubbles. You too.